Hello, crew. Welcome to another episode.
Welcome back.
We are here for Rival Week Pickups.
I'm going to be so honest. I hate this.
Oh,
I absolutely hate it.
well, not as much as
Yep.
me because I'm at the very bottom. So,
Is this the last week or we have one more after this?
after this, once they announce all the bowl, well, I'll probably do a conference championship one for fun. And then I will do like a bowl one, but that will be a separate pick'em. So technically next week will be the last one because then we'll do bowls.
Well, I'm cooked.
No, you're not. There's a chance. If Desmond forgets this week, you're and Johnny, which I doubt Johnny will. Johnny's always on top of it though. I'll be serious. Anyways. It's Rivals Week, which means there's some really fun matchups ahead, and I am at the bottom of the pack. I don't know why. So I'm not even going to look at stats. I'm just going to go with my heart and just go with it. So, anyways.
You have the flexibility.
Yep. So let's kick things off with some big games this week. We got Texas and Texas A&M. I'm going Texas A&M. I'm going for the upset. Fuck it. Let's do it.
I don't even know. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Now remember, Texas did kind of struggle a little bit against Arkansas recently. Like 2 weeks ago.
Right. But Texas A&M also struggled not too long ago, I believe, right?
They went into fourth overtime with Auburn. So this is kind of what I'm thinking is they just got off that loss against Auburn. They're coming in heated. This game is at Texas A&M, and it's a night game. So I got to give it to Texas A&M. That environment's going to be killer, I feel. And this is a big rival, so big rivalry.
I don't know. I'm gonna be so honest. Oh my gosh, right off the gate. Oh, um, I'm going to go against the grain on this one and go Texas.
That's not actually going against the grain. I think most people are picking
Well,
Texas.
going against the grain of you.
Oh, fair.
I think even though it is in Texas A&M's favor, I personally feel like Texas, well, there's no logic. I was going to say I feel like Texas wants to win this one, but I'm like, maybe they don't. Because if they don't, then they're not in the SEC championship. So maybe they don't want to win this one.
I'm saying.
But
plot twist, what if just like both teams play really, really bad for like the God-given chance that like they play poor enough they don't go?
No, you go. No, you
go.
After you. No,
after you.
I'll just stick with Texas. That's fine.
Okay. I'm gonna go against
at this point. I am scared, but it's fine.
No worries. Next up we have the Iron Bowl. It is in Auburn, I believe at 3:30. Auburn is hot off their win against Texas A&M in their fourth overtime, and Bama is hot off their loss against Oklahoma. It's not in Auburn, it's in Tuscaloosa. Apologies.
Well, let's just cut to the chase. Respectfully, y'all know I will never choose them. So if it's a loss, it's a loss. I don't care. I will never pick them. And you can go back episodes all the way up to the first episode of us doing pick'ems. I've never chosen them, and I will never choose them ever because they stink.
I'm I'm also gonna go against the majority and pick Auburn as well. Chaos, but also you're coming off that win. You're coming in hot. Bama's coming in kind of defeated, and they know their season's pretty much over. So I think they're just tired and they're done. Now we've talked a lot about this next one, South Carolina and Clemson. I'm just gonna go ahead and lock it in. I'm going South Carolina. I think South Carolina has a good chance of winning this game.
I just want to end on one more Bama sucks. Okay, cool. Now I can move forward. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm also going South Carolina, which is crazy because I love Clemson so much. But I really am rooting for them. They are really my team that I'm rooting for this year, and I really want them to have this win so that they can be in the conversation for the playoffs. I really think if they have this win, and they are definitely capable of winning this,
I
that would
think
be
so too.
huge.
I think so too. I think South Carolina is kind of looking at this game like this could be our defining moment.
Hmm.
So I really feel like they're gonna bring it. While Clemson, I feel like feels they're sitting pretty, so they don't have to do a whole lot. Um, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Um, Next up, another game we kind of offhandedly mentioned, and I think is actually kind of interesting and will come in very interestingly as well.
Mhm.
Tennessee versus Vanderbilt. It is at Vanderbilt. I will say that.
Mm.
Um, I am also going to go against the grain on this one and pick Vandy. Just because.
Um, okay. Okay. Let's really sit and think about this one. To me, I feel like Vandy has done it once, they could do it again.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just not entirely sure with Tennessee if they will allow it because you can only embarrass so many people so many times. But damn. Um, did something disconnect? Can you still hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, sounded like something disconnected on my end, but maybe it was just me. Okay, here's where I'm thinking. They lost to Arkansas and Georgia.
Who, Tennessee? Yeah.
I think this is gonna be T because I was definitely just talking about how Vandy really could win this one. But I think for strategy, I'm going Tennessee. And the reason I'm going Tennessee is because they did beat Bama. And so they, in theory, are better than Bama because Bama lost to Vandy. So I think they have a better chance. And then I was just looking at the games that they lost, and the two games that they lost were like, I don't know. I think they're gonna win this one because I think it would be crazy, but I feel like Tennessee is fighting to stay in the playoffs. So I think Tennessee's gonna win that one.
I
Now, if I'm wrong on this, I would not be mad.
I feel like Tennessee does have a lot at stake for sure. My thing is, I think they're looking at Vandy as like a walk in the park. Like they're overlooking Vandy and they're already looking at the
Mm-hmm.
playoffs, which
Mm-hmm.
we know from past that that hasn't gone well for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So I think also the home advantage. This is like their home turf that they're trying to protect. They're trying to stay, keep that record at home as good as they can. And it's the last game for Vandy. So I think both teams have the potential. Um,
Wait, hold on.
mm,
Sorry.
Go for it.
Is Pavia the one that the QB that's like absolutely amazing at Vandy?
No idea.
The reason I'm saying that is because I think he may be injured or
Vandy's quarterback?
Yeah, let me look and see. I'm checking the news.
Um, I'm not seeing anything about him being hurt.
Where did I see that at?
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything about him being hurt. He's suing people, but he's not hurt.
Mm. Okay, well, forget what I said. I just thought I saw something that had to do with an injury, and I was gonna be like, you might want to think again. But um, I don't think that's an unreasonable decision that you just made.
It's not. And, um, you know, like I said at the start, I mean, I'm already at the bottom of the total poll. Might as well take some risks. So I'm going to go for some risks here.
You know,
The
you know.
last couple of picks that I've made last couple of weeks have all been like the sensible ones that are supposed to win, and they all been upsetted and whatever. So fuck it. Um, the next one I'm gonna go with, or the next game that we have is TCU versus Cincinnati. Apparently this is a rival game. Never knew that. Um, I'm not even sure where they sit at the moment. Okay, TCU is 7-4. Cincinnati is 5-6. Interesting.
I am going with my gut is saying TCU. And there's no logic to that other than I just feel like it's TCU.
Well,
Um,
Cincinnati is on a 4-game losing streak, so I'm gonna make it 5 and also go TCU.
I don't have any logic there. These games are very tough.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, I would be a little bit like more favored to Cincinnati if they had won at home recently, but even their most recent home game against West Virginia, they lost.
they lost to
So,
West Virginia. Oh, we're not even talking about this no more. Next.
and they're on a 4-game losing streak, like I said. So, next we have the fight of the Virginias, Virginia versus Virginia Tech.
They're both 5-6.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go with Virginia Tech. Uh, just because Shane Beamer's dad went to Virginia Tech, so I have a little bit of slight favoritism for
I'm
that, but that's it.
I'm also going with Virginia Tech, and the sole reason is because Virginia almost let Wake beat them in their ass. So in my brain, you have to be ass. Because
Fair.
the one team that's been consistent was Wake, because they've been consistently ass. Um, yeah, I'm looking at who they played. Hmm. Yeah, Virginia Tech looks more competitive and they play tougher teams. That's going to Virginia Tech. And it's at Virginia Tech's home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 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 We're going with Virginia Tech.
Good choice. Um, sorry, one momento.
The next one,
So
um,
next we have Rutgers versus Michigan State. Again, another rival. Um, I personally am looking at their game against Illinois because Michigan State played Illinois 2 weeks ago while Rutgers just played Illinois this past weekend. Both of them lost. The difference that I'm seeing is that Rutgers was able to score 31 points on Illinois while Michigan State could only score 16. So with that, I'm going to go with Rutgers.
I'm looking up the stats. This is stupid. This is a stupid game. Hmm. Hmm. They just lost to Illinois by 7,
Mm-hmm.
so they might be pissed. And Michigan State got whooped by Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I'm going Rutgers as well.
Yeah, yeah. And then last, but certainly not least, can't end it easy. We got UAB, the Dragons, and versus Charlotte to round out the season.
Also a stupid game because they are not even bowl eligible, either team.
Nope. So one game that sticks out to me that I see both of them is that there's two. So both played Memphis and both played USF. UAB lost to Memphis 53-18, while Charlotte also lost 33-28. And then looking at their game against USF, Charlotte recently lost 59-24. While interestingly, UAB lost only 35-25. So they flip flopped almost.
So nothing. You gave me nothing.
I tried my best, man.
I'm going with Charlotte. And the sole reason I'm going for Charlotte is they have less interceptions than UAB.
That's fair. I also am looking at. Yeah, I'm going Charlotte as well. I was looking at their receivers and running back stats, and it seemed more impressive that way. Wow, I think that was our fastest pick'ems ever.
I think, to be fair, sorry, circling back to these matchups, or this matchup specifically, UAB has allowed a lot of points.
Yeah. Both really have, but UAB specifically.
Yeah. This was a fast pick'ems. I'm a little concerned about that.
We'll
I
see what
mean,
happens,
granted,
man.
last week we spent 5,000 hours on it,
Yep.
and I was 3-5. So I guess it doesn't matter. The only main differences we have is Texas A&M and Texas, and Tennessee and Vanderbilt.
Yep.
So,
Which I figured those were kind of going to be toss-up games. I also feel like
mm-hmm.
the Iron Bowl might be 50-50. There's a good bit of Bama people in
Also,
this group. But
yeah, and
yeah,
I
we'll see.
refuse to pick Bama ever in life. I refuse. So, if that's my only loss, that's my only loss. It's fine.
Yeah, now we can actually slide over to fantasy where we're still on a winning streak right now, guys.
I
I don't know.
don't know what's happening. I stopped caring about it, and all of a sudden, I'm doing pretty decent.
You're still caring about it. Don't play.
I don't think I have this up. I apologize, people. I normally have it up.
I don't apologize. It's our podcast. We can do what we want.
Why am I looking up college? This is definitely a fantasy league. There we go. Okay. So I won last week by a lot.
Woo!
Again. I don't know where I'm getting these high
Woo!
playing scores, but whatever. Okay, Pookies of the week. So remember last week when we talked about adding Jonnu Smith? Probably the best decision I've ever made because he is Pookie Wookie of the week. He got me 23 points and went absolutely insane.
Yep.
This I might add, y'all. We talked about it last week because we were like, oh, Kittle is questionable. We're gonna check it again. Me and Jessica forgot to check it again, and we were like, oh fuck. What happened? So guess what he did, of course.
Popped
20
off.
points. He popped off in typical Kittle fashion. But it's okay because it didn't really matter at the grand scheme of things because homeboy literally had 0 points. He did not have a quarterback because his quarterback was on a bye. And everybody else on his team just absolutely bombed. So I got lucky, but I got to be more careful because that could have been the difference between a win and a loss. You know? Oh, Jackson, also Pookie Wookie, got me 19 points. Puka Nuka. Oh, thank the heavens that you are officially back because you are popping off and showing out.
I'm so glad I convinced you to keep on. I'll keep a hold of him.
I
Good
almost
God.
dropped him. I'm not even gonna
You would
lie.
have
I
been
almost dropped him.
so mad if somebody else had him and beat you with him. You'd have been so pissed.
People that need to step their game up. Jonathan Taylor. What's going on? I understand y'all lost, but still,
You had
what's
Jonathan
going on?
Taylor in?
Yeah, we didn't switch him because I don't have my other running back,
Was on a
James.
bye.
James was on a bye, and we were scared about Tony, which Tony also popped off. So maybe that was the hindsight here, was that we should have kept Tony in instead of Jonathan Taylor. Yeah, definitely learning lesson.
Well, this week.
Oh wait, hold on. We can get there. Let me.
I know. I'm brainstorming.
So yes, that was last week. I won. I am on a winning streak. I am now 5th in the conference, or the league, I should say. Let me just check and see. Yeah, I have not moved at all.
That's fine.
Which is cool. Yeah, being 5th, being middle of the pack is pretty cool. I was trying to find the rankings. Oh, they're over here. Yeah, so I am tied. I am technically 5th because I think I scored the least amount of points, but I am actually in a 3-way tie with Be Nasty and Bucket Man J. So, and I'm not that far behind them as far as points go. So it's really anyone's game. My next opponent is Hunter Hollows, which they're 9th. So if I'm strategic about this, I could really do some damage. So here's what I'm thinking. Let me go to my actual
You're literally beating him in every category right now.
Damn. Here's what I'm thinking. Okay, so I'm thinking we keep Jonnu. He plays Green Bay, which like pop off. Pittsburgh plays Cincinnati. And here's the thing. I'm scared.
Why? It's the Bengals.
I don't know. I just watched the last game. They played against who'd they play? Who did they play?
I don't remember.
The Bengals just played somebody and T popped off.
Yeah, but I think they still lost. It was the Chargers. No, they had a bye week this week. They didn't play anybody.
No, the week before. Sorry, the week before.
Yeah, the Chargers. It
That
was
was
the
a good game.
Chargers.
That was a good game.
But they had a bye this past week.
Here's
I
the thing. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, if you want, I'm trying to think.
Well, without a doubt, because they play Buffalo, I'm definitely putting George back in.
Who are you switching him with? Because Seattle's playing the Jets, and then Miami's playing Green Bay.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Yeah.
maybe put him in my flex and
So
move. Here's what I was thinking. I was thinking move Kittle to my flex and move George out and replace him with either T or Jackson. And my gut is saying Jackson, but I'm not entirely sure. And then Jonathan Taylor really upset me. And so I really want him to go, and I'm going to put Cook back in. And then Tony was popping off too, though.
Tony's about to be playing the Washington Commanders, and they don't predict him to do that well this week.
Okay. But why though? Because are the Commanders even good? Let me look and see.
Oh, it's also because an injured player is coming back.
Who?
Tyja Spears had a concussion to tally at least 20 rushing attempts for the fourth time this season.
From his team or from the other team?
Pollard's volume jumped in the absence of Tyja Spears' concussion to tally at least 20 rushing attempts for the fourth time this season. Spears
Got
was
it.
on his team, so Pollard was his replacement, and now Spears is
Got it.
back. Yeah.
Got it. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Well, we'll leave him where he is. I feel like I should change my defense.
It depends on who is available.
Let's see.
Oof. Um.
The Jets, the Bills, the Browns, the Packers, the Saints, the Cowboys, the Cardinals,
You
the
have
Titans.
way different choices than I do.
What choices are you looking at?
Oh, they're ranked by points. That's why. Because the Browns are only expected to get 3 points this week. Obviously not the Cowboys. Don't do the Cowboys. And the Saints haven't been doing that great, so I wouldn't do the Saints.
I really don't know. Looking at this, my option was gonna be maybe the Cardinals, but I don't know. They play Minnesota.
It is Minnesota. Um.
Excuse me.
Minnesota is favorited for that game, though. I will say that. Ow.
Okay, fine. We'll just leave it. I'm scared.
Yeah, I'm trying
Let
to
me go.
find some better ones for you, but all of them are favoring the Eagles right now. I will say the Eagles are kind of on a hot streak. Ankle front.
Yeah, but it's Baltimore. That's why I was worried.
No, I know. I get what you mean.
Because that was gonna be my next question was should I put in Kyler instead of Jalen? But I guess I will keep him. Honestly, I'm scared to move this any further. I think I'm just gonna leave it at this.
Leave it how it is, and we can scope it out. Jalen's not playing Baltimore till 4:25. What time does homie play?
1.
Fuck. Okay. All of our bench plays at 1. Jesus. And DeMarcus is not playing. He just got arrested. So.
Go to Marcus. Go to Marcus. Oh.
It was for DUI, so I don't know how much you want to cheer for that.
I meant go to Marcus to jail.
Oh.
Like go to Marcus to jail. He can like dance his way to jail. Okay.
Fair.
Anyway, Jackson, where's he going? He needs to be somewhere.
I don't know where you can put him.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know where you could put him. He might. Who is he playing?
Seattle.
No, he's playing the Jets. He's on Seattle.
Oh, sorry, I'm an idiot.
Girl.
Let's see what they say about him this week. The Jets defense has allowed 175 passing yards per game, second best in the league.
That's actually kind of low, I feel. Am I crazy? Hang on.
I don't know. This is confusing. Y'all, I'm sorry. Maybe that's why Pick'ems was so short because this fantasy was going to be so long. I don't know what to do. Um Okay, but also, do I put George in instead of T? What do I do?
No, keep T in. Keep T in. Cause scroll down. He's like 50-50. Which he's been like 50-50 the last 2 weeks, and he hasn't done a whole lot.
Okay, well, I'll leave him where he's at. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, maybe I just leave it at this. Jalen is QB, James Cook is running back, Rico Dow. Now, Rico and Jonathan. Here's my problem with Jonathan. Jonathan pissed me off last week because Jonathan only got me.
Who did he play?
Detroit.
I mean, Detroit, I think, popped off last week, didn't they?
Yes. Let me see what they say. Jonathan Taylor will have a nice opportunity to break out of an uncharacteristic slump.
Oh, Patriots are allowing 112 rushing yards per game and giving up 10 rushing touchdowns in the last 12
Okay.
games.
All right, so let's move him and replace him with Rico.
Yeah. Yeah, because, yeah.
But James plays San Francisco.
Click on him real fast. Scroll down. Okay, so they're saying to keep him as a high end RB2 because San Francisco has allowed 16 rushing touchdowns, which is the third highest in the entire league. So they've been allowing
Damn.
a lot of rushing touchdowns.
Okay. All
But
right, well, let's just keep.
it's your call. If you like later on are like, you know what, gut's telling me switch it, by all means.
I believe this as is.
Okay.
I think this is good. I don't think there's anything else I can do here. I think this is fine.
Fair enough.
All right. Well, this
Yeah.
is it. I play again Hunter Hollows and looking at my projection versus his. I guess I'm in a good spot.
Side note, in my other league that I'm in, I have now clinched the number 1 seed, and I
Nice.
am solo number 1 with a 10-2 record. You want to know why? So let me talk about this real quick.
Because of Lamar?
Nah, bro. So Lamar did great for me. Lamar did great. Okay. It got a little dicey there for a minute. Sunday night. I ain't gonna front. We were tied, and I was like, or close to being tied. I was like, uh-oh, this is bad. Actually, I was down like a good bit. I was like, this is kind of an issue. But guess who my running back is?
Who?
Guess.
Saquon?
Yeah, bro. I woke up Monday morning. This motherfucker got me 52 points by his lonesome. Oh, yeah, brother.
Crazy. People were like, "Oh my god!" Someone on Twitter was like, "If I name my daughter Saquon, you know why?" I was crying.
It's the fact that there's a video that's been circling around where the Giants are literally begging their owner to keep Saquon, and they're like, "Nah, like there's other running backs out there. They're not going to take him." And they're like, "No, like people are going to take Saquon." Thank you so much as a kind of partial Eagles fan. Thanks so much because they popped the fuck off, and he seems so happy. He seems so happy now. No, but also I will. So he's definitely Pookie Wookie of the week for me on my end. But Lamar also did great with 23 points. Puka got me 23. Kittle got me 20. Even though
you put Kittle in for you, but not for me. That's crazy.
because
That's crazy.
I don't have another tight end. I have
Oh yeah,
no
yeah,
other
yeah.
tight end. Get off my back. I suggested you put Kittle in, and we forgot. It's fine. And the other tight end did fine. It'd be different if he didn't. But I literally don't have another tight end. So he had to go in.
Oh my gosh, he has Taysom Hill. If he
Who?
pays attention to this, Taysom Hill from the Saints. If he pays attention to this
Aren't the
and
Saints not doing good, though?
ever since they fired the coach, they've been significantly better. And we won't discuss why, but they've been significantly better. And Taysom was out with an injury for most of the season, but he's back and he popped the fuck off. Let me see. I don't know what they did last week. Did they even play last week? I don't know, but um yeah.
Well, okay, it's the Browns.
Right, but he popped off.
It's the Browns.
But he popped off.
It's the Browns. I would expect any running back to pop off against the Browns.
All I'm saying is if he swaps him with Dalton Kincaid, whoever this is, yeah, if he thinks to swap them, we may have a little trouble.
I don't think so.
Also, why the fuck is Lamar in his
I don't know.
bench?
So Jaden hasn't been doing that bad. I ain't going front. He's actually, as a quarterback, he hasn't been doing too bad. He hasn't been doing fantastic, but he hasn't been doing terrible. I even with that one switch though, I wouldn't see him popping off against you because you're already favorited in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 other positions. That one I think is not going to be as detrimental as you think it is. I don't think.
Okay.
You don't see confident.
I'm very scared. Very scared.
What is scaring you about it?
How close it could be.
Just letting you know, the team you played last time had Josh Allen on their team, and Josh Allen got booted. Or no, he didn't. Josh Allen was on a bye week, and they didn't play him. FYI. I mean, if we win, at the end of the day, that's what matters. So whether it's close or not, it's not really going to be detrimental. But what matters is if you're going to win it. And I think confidently, looking at your new lineup, I think you have a chance.
Okay. Well, I'm putting my best foot forward, and that's all I can do. So, yeah.
We got some time to look over it if you still don't feel.
No, I can't look at this anymore. I have to just let go and let God. That's where I'm at. Okay. I can't look at it anymore. So this is my fantasy. Wish me luck so that I don't crash out.
You're going to be fine. You'll be fine.
I hope so.
Don't stress it. You'll be fine. That being said, thanks for listening, you guys. This might be our shortest episode so far.
Yeah.
Flat out.
Well, I think it's honestly because our college football rankings in week 13 is probably our longest one ever. So
yeah, close to.
Checks and balances.
Tune in next week. We'll see how crazy things get and see how these picks pan out.
Please pray for me and my pick'ems because I am not confident in that.
I don't give a damn anymore, so we'll see what happens. Anyways, hope to see y'all next week. And as always, go dogs and go deeks.
Go Deeks and go Dogs.
All right.
Have a happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, have a happy Thanksgiving. Eat a lot of turkey or whatever you eat. Have a great time.
Gobble, gobble, or whatever the fuck that thing says.
Turkey says gobble. That's correct.
Is it in real life though? Because let's be real.
Gobble,
like there'll be times.
Yeah, it's
gobble
gobble.
Where they'll be like, the duck says quack, and I'm like, do they really? Well, ducks actually do say quack. Yeah. But like, there's some animals where they'll be like, they make this sound, and I'm like, that's not what that sounds like.
Yes, they. As someone who has been around turkeys, it is a gobble gobble gobble.
Okay.
Gobble gobble gobble.
All right. Well, I will take your word for it.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Have a lot of
Yes.
good food. Enjoy some good football. We'll see you next week. Hopefully, I don't have a breakdown from this craziness.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Bye.